The best music for hard-working people. Get the job done with Radio.
And now your featured presentation.
Hey there, rockers! Welcome to Bands, the good, bad, and the ugly, with Dr. Dawg. On the show where we get real about the ups and downs of band life. Your host, Dr. Dawg, is locked and loaded. So let's do this.
Before I let him in, Magpie, just I want to tell you, fuck you, asshole.
It's not your engine that makes you run free. I believe it's your magical lips and your dishonesty. I like your body, forget about your brain. You see, it's sentences like that that rings trouble again. Feeling like a lion, feeling like a lie. I'm sorry, my conscience could not be present. It's in a movie clip that's not out yet. Kiss me, 'cause I'm your friend. I'm in trouble again. Lay your soft pillows in your gaping wound. There is so much of pleasure and a long shot's tool. I am your servant, your daddy and your king. Put on a fig leaf, make way and let me in. Feeling like a lion, feeling like a lie. I'm sorry, I'm Mother Nature's latest madness. I could have lost the race, but Mother said I should be. Kiss me, 'cause I'm your friend. I'm in trouble again. Let's not forget our sentiments. Let's not forget who we are and try and understand her from time to time. Let's not forget our sentiments. Let's not forget who we are and try and understand him from time to time. Let's not forget our sentiments. Let's not forget who we are and try and understand each other from time to time.
one and only Dr. Dawg here, welcoming you to Bands, the good, bad, and the ugly, bringing you the ins and outs, ups and downs of band life. So let's get to it. Let's rock and roll. Song you just wrapped your head around was Mother Nature's Latest Madness by Psychopathic Romantics. This is Mario. Mario, how we doing today, bud?
Awesome.
That's good to hear. That's always good to hear. So tell us a little about yourself and Psychopathic Romantics.
Well, Psychopathic Romantics band started way back in 2005. I moved back from the United States to Italy, and I hooked up with a bass player named Vincenzo, and he was going to college with this other guy named Augusto and played the guitar. And then we put an ad in the paper, and we found Filippo, the fourth member, and pretty much formed this band. And we've been playing ever since, making records and going up and down the country, even stepping out of the country at times. So that's the story of our music life, let's say.
That's pretty amazing that your guys are all together, all four members, right?
Yeah, all original members. In the beginning, there wasn't a singer that sang, but he left. But all four original members, of the band, same guys.
That's hard to beat. I mean, my band same way, but you know what? A lot of bands change a lot of different members throughout the time, so that's phenomenal in itself. So tell me about being an independent artist. What roles do social media play in promoting your music and then connecting with your fans and getting new fans?
Well, I mean, it's an outlet. It's a media outlet. It's a way to get your music out there. On that side, it's a double-edged sword.
Yep.
On that particular side, it can definitely get your music out to new potential fans, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Where before, you had to put it on a disc, or even before that, you had to put it on a cassette or something like that. You know what I mean? Send it out to one person. At least now, you have the platforms. You have the YouTube. I mean, if anybody's interested in what you do, they can definitely go check it out. And before they come and see you play live, that way they know what they're getting themselves into.
Right.
So it's really good.
But it's sometimes it's a surprise when you go see a band that you have heard about, maybe you've heard a song and then go see them live. A lot of bands don't do live anymore, and I think that's a mistake. I think the bands need that, number one, for themselves, and I think the audience needs it, number two, to see a band live instead of listening to it processed through a bunch of fucking equipment to make it sound phenomenal. Yeah. And then when you hear them live, they suck shit. So,
well, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. Shouldn't be that way.
No,
live is where the music's at,
Well, but live should sound like what you put out as well. So you don't want to hear something on a disc and then go hear something live and go, okay, whatever. Live is live, like you said. So you guys play a lot of gigs, and what do you get from that personally? And this is a question that I wasn't going to ask you, but bringing up playing and live, I just wanted to ask you, what do you get out of it, Mario, personally, when you're on stage?
Well, I think it's just it's a great feeling of gratification. It's putting to light your work in a live fashion. It's almost ecstasy, Music is definitely live when you're playing it, when you're making it, when you're doing it, when you're into the groove. You can't beat that, man.
Nope.
You can't beat that feeling. It's just it's an awesome feeling. It makes you feel alive,
It does.
It makes you feel alive. I don't know how else I can say it, It's just
No, you said it perfectly. I say that all the time. I said the high that you get and the feeling that you have when you get done, well, during, but when you get done and get off that stage and know what kind of performance you just did and the energy flow, at least, and I'm back in the 70s, there was no drug I think I could ever do that gave me that high that was just like phenomenal because that energy was just pumping through you. It was great. It's a great feeling to do that. So
Yeah.
it's like, a gathering of the energy from the band to the audience back to the band again. And speaking of that, here's dropping at you now is The Gathering by Psychopathic Romantics.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good tune, dude. That's a good tune. I like that. So, Mario, every band that's played in venues have experienced a stage that's designed for like a puppet show, like a small, lucky if two people can fit on it. So tell the doc about your band's experience about playing venues that have stages that aren't big enough to fit all you guys on it.
Oh, well, in Italy, everything is small, so you gotta think. I mean, I played places where you're just basically right in the corner, not even two people could fit in there, never mind four, and you're just scrouched in, and you do you do what you got to do. I mean, there's so many things that can go wrong. There's been places when we've been playing and you do a sound check for an hour and that's already, oh my God, that's already too long, And then you finally come out, you play, nothing works. The microphones don't work. The guitar, nothing works, So we jumped off the stage. We jumped off the stage because we all had acoustic instruments, mandolin, bazookies, acoustic guitars. We jumped off the stage and we played the show acoustically. It was very well accepted and very well received, I should say.
Well, very smart idea too, right?
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. So, looking back at your journey, and you guys have been together a long time, and that's very impressive. I want to say that again. There are bands out there that have kept together, but not a lot. So again, the doctor gives you, kudos for that. That's phenomenal that you guys have that bond and can be together that long and still play together. So, looking back on that journey of your band and your mates, how has it changed you guys? How has it changed your lives, your music, how you look at things in general? The music industry has changed a lot since you started till today in a lot of different ways, I think a lot of bad ways, but so tell the doc about that. Looking back at your journey, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, music has definitely changed. Talking about the live shows before, there used to be a heck of a lot more live shows, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When we did the Pretty Prizes tour, we played, Jesus Christ, over 100 shows that year, something like that. And little by little as it went on, I mean, it's diminished. I don't know if it was COVID too. I think COVID really slam dunk the whole situation. You would think, when you were being forced with the COVID thing, okay, but once it was, it was lifted, then, you'd think things that people would have realized, wow, I want to see a show. I want to see a band. I want to see new bands. Nope. Nothing.
I know.
It's like you've learned nothing from your fucking experience.
Fuck.
I find that amazing. That it's like, how the fuck you go through such a traumatic experience. How the hell don't you learn anything from it? It's beyond me.
Doc gave up on that a long time ago to try to figure that out. And I got a PhD and it's like, I fucking still can't figure it out. It's like, fuck. But you know what? Here's Bread and Circuses flying at you from Psychopathic Romantics. Boom.
I don't know why I feel this way. So please excuse me if I'm not part of your game. It's bread and circuses. Everybody here is gay. It's bread and circuses. Everybody's happy and on their way. It's not as though I don't hear it's time for change. That makes me calibrate my rifle's range. It's not until the vice becomes tight before the mob awakes and starts to rise. It's bread and circuses. Everybody here is gay. It's bread and circuses. Everybody's happy and on their way. I want a piece of your heart so I can chill out. I want a piece of your heart so I can chill out. I want a piece of your heart so I can chill out. I want a piece of your heart so I can chill out.
Doctor likes that. You guys put out some good music, dude. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. So tell me, Mario, what sacrifices have you had to make for your music career?
Pretty much everything. Yeah. Relationships, uh, a job, a career. Yeah, pretty much everything. Yeah, a normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what though? Yeah, it's that extra thing. Would I redo it again? Of course, yeah. It keeps you alive, keeps you young. You
Well,
know.
it's in you, Mario, because you know what? For you to give up everything you've done and everything you have given up, that speaks volumes about how music is to you and what it means to you. A lot don't. I mean, 99.9% of the people I've talked to never told me pretty much everything. And the stuff you just mentioned is like, holy shit. That's a lot to give up, dude. That's a lot to give up. And again, it shows the passion that you have. What about your mates? I mean, do they feel the same way you do, or?
You know, uh, you know, I always sit there and I tell them, say, man, I can't be that fucked up. You guys fucking, you guys been still sticking around. It's like, what the fuck does that make you guys? A bunch of really fuck ups,
Oh man, that's the best group of people to be around, my friend. That's the best group of people. But sometimes, you know what? Spinning it now is Isolation by Psychopathic Romantics.
All right, the new stuff, yeah.
Yeah. That's again, dude, I give you kudos and from the heart. That's a lot to give up for music, and most of the artists I talk to wouldn't. Fuck, I don't think I'd ever hear that out of your mouth. So Given all that said, what would be some of the key lessons that you've learned along the way that you wish somebody had told you when you first started out?
Oh wow, man! The first lessons, and that's a tough one. I don't know. I mean, the journey of the whole music business process is just it's a really complicated thing,
Yep.
and I don't know if anybody could actually give me advice. You know what I mean? It changes constantly on you. The rules are always changing. So I don't even know how to answer that question. Really, to tell the honest truth, you got me on that one. You got me stumped on that one.
Well, you go through the business and it's like, damn, I wish I would have known. I wish I'd have known that. And it's always hindsight, dude. And the doctor believes whatever happens in life is a lesson if you look at it. If you look at it as a lesson instead of maybe a tragedy, you'll learn something from it and say, hey, now I know what not to repeat. Or you know what, if I got a mate that's starting a band out, hey, I want to tell him this. Look out for this. Don't do this. But fucking obviously, if you guys have been together as long as you have, I don't know, dude. I mean, it seems like you guys being together as long as you have, just like my band, the only lessons you learn is not let the music industry fuck you,
Yeah,
and music has changed so drastically from, we started in the first band I was in, it was the 70s. My band's been together since 86. Um, but you learn a lot and things change and genres change and radio stations change and it's all mainstream and stuff and getting your music out. Fuck, dude. I wish there was an outlet for the independent artists that could go higher than the ceiling they get put in sometimes and thrown in with a bunch of songs and streaming platforms that shouldn't even have these songs on them in the first place because you guys get lost. And,
yeah,
and that's the sad thing about social media is that, and especially the music platforms, they have their levels of artists where they put you and you get put down with, 8 million other fucking guys out there that's got 7,900,000 whatever thousand songs that are shit that shouldn't even be on there, and the good stuff gets buried, and that's a sad thing. And so, my personally would tell them, listen, dude, be careful where you put your music, be careful who you put it with. If you're paying somebody for something, make sure you're getting what you're paying for, not just saying, hey, I'm going to get on all these platforms and pay these guys $500 and you get played what once and win and how often, you know what I mean? It's just a fucked up game out there. So, but you've been in it long enough to know and how to promote your band and what you do to say, don't do this. So what would it be? What would be the one thing you'd tell me if I said, hey, Mario, I'm starting a band up, dude. We're a good band. I want to get on social media. I want to get on platforms, but tell me something I shouldn't do. Starting off, what would that be?
well, definitely. Well, no spamming. Definitely no spamming. Don't bombard people with your music. You have to definitely figure out who likes your music. Number one, what kind of genre do you do? Uh, these would be the aspects of things that I would tell a young band. Stick to a genre, do it and do it well.
There you go. Bingo. See, that's what I wanted to hear from you because I think too many bands try to change for what they think people are listening to or want to listen to now instead of staying themselves. So stay true to yourself, stay true to your genre and what you guys play. And burning up the airwaves right now is Suzanne.
She's running in the fields I'm sitting on a fence. Her horses give their wings. My head is on the tracks. Oh, there goes Suzanne. She's flying through the sky, going up to the pillar gods. I'm sitting on a plane, just trying to run away. Oh, there goes Suzanne. This is not what we want, so it's worth fighting for. And you know nothing's free. Get on your knees. Oh, there goes Suzanne. This is not what we need, and it won't let me be. And your love makes me bleed, you know, it brings me to my knees. Oh, there goes Suzanne. She only reasons with her head down, only smiles when time is up, injects crosses in her veins. New guy in the picture frame. Oh, there goes Suzanne. She's very confident, even God wants to be her friend. If she doesn't get her way, she'll shoot God right in the head. Oh, there goes Suzanne. This is not what we want, so it's worth fighting for. And you know nothing's free. Get on your knees. Oh, there goes Suzanne. This is not what we need, and it won't let me be. And your love makes me bleed, you know, it brings me to my knees. Oh, there goes Suzanne. This is not what we want, so it's worth fighting for. And you know nothing's free. Get on your knees. Oh, there goes Suzanne. This is not what we need, and it won't let me be. And your love makes me bleed, you know, it brings me to my knees. Oh, there goes Suzanne.
Phenomenal song, dude. Phenomenal song.
Thanks, man.
You know what? Like I said before, you got some great music. So, you know, one time or another, every band has faced, and you guys have been in it a long time. Believe me, I can relate to this question in ways. Every band at one time or another has faced, you know, criticism, rejection, shitty reviews, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So tell the doc, you know, maybe one of your reviews that you kind of sticks into your mind, or something somebody said to you, and then how you processed it.
Well, you got to focus on what you want to do and what you want to say, and I think that's the main focus you could do. Uh, Criticism is good; it helps you grow.
Yep.
Don't think you don't just come out of the gate writing some great tunes. You know what I mean? Life helps you out with that too as well. And I mean, living and going through some things that kind of helps you out.
Yep.
So definitely, you have to accept criticism. In some way or another, someone's always going to criticize what you do, no matter what. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It just means that person's not going to ever like what you do.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
it. You know what I mean? That particular person.
Right.
There's other people out there. So concentrate on the people that would like what you say, what you do, what you represent, and all that other good stuff.
Well, no, if you think that everybody's going to like, every single person's going to like your music, you're fooling yourself. And
No.
So you go into it as, hey, I love it. We love it. It's great music. People are going to love it. The ones that don't. The ones that do. But in the end, who cares? It's great music, and it's about playing. And obviously, it is that way for you guys, or you wouldn't be together as long as you have.
Right.
And that's again a big plus, guys. And I hope the ones out there listening, the bands, listen to what Mario is kind of that energy and vibe is coming through about his band and about the length of time they've been together. Because you've never once heard him say, and I didn't ask, but it does come up about other bandmates, and you don't stay together that long unless you become brothers, and you come very close in so many ways that people don't even understand. Sometimes,
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes closer than your own blood, brothers and sisters, and people don't understand that. And also to be together as long as you have, and I guarantee you're going to say, I agree. You become telepathic with each other, and you know what each is going to do. You can bring in a song or play a song, and everybody picks it up. The bass picks it up, the drummer picks it up, the other guitarist picks it up, and you just connect together with, and it just folds into one, and it's just like, fuck, that's phenomenal. It's first time we played it, and it sounds really good already. It's that telepathic connection that you guys have, and again, I don't think a lot of bands have that. I don't know why about the mindset. I don't know if they're thinking more about their music becoming number one hits, or which, fuck, that's a dream at times, most times, instead of focusing on connecting with each other, the bass and the drummer and just and the guitars and then the vocals, everybody connects, and it feels complete, instead of you going, is he going to play that right tonight, or is he going to do that differently, or is he going to forget the fucking words? It all just connects where everybody feels like it all becomes one. So, that's the coolest thing. But, also being on tour and on the road and being together as long as you have, and things have changed, there's a dark side, especially to the earlier part. And I still think it's going on in the music business, which is unfortunately addiction, whether it's drug, alcohol, many forms of addiction that you can get into in being in a band, being on the road, especially on the road and playing live, because it seems to always be out there. So, Mario, and this is kind of can be a personal question, and it can't be, but, have you or someone that you've known experienced anything like that and succumbed to that dark side of the music industry?
Well, the dark side of that music industry, I mean, I struggle with alcohol, no doubt about it. I probably struggle with it to this day. And, but I definitely stayed away from the harder drugs, the cocaine, because I was cheap, man. It's too expensive.
No, I
Yeah,
do.
so being cheap saves your life, you know. I'd always sit there and say, well, what, I could have bought a new pedal for that,
Yeah.
instead of fucking one night of sniffing and shit stuff. But so definitely managed to stay away from that and stuff. But if you wanna go the long run, you gotta bring in the car and for a little oil change. You
Yeah.
got to take care of it somewhat in some ways and stuff. Try to stay away from as much drug as you can.
No,
And it's hard.
back, yeah, and like I said, I don't know about today because back in the day it was always backstage. Some fan or somebody always had something to give you as a present, which basically they just wanted to be close to somebody in the band, and so it was a hard thing. And I was curious because your nickname is Dust, right? So, I was thinking Dust. Yeah, I remember Dust. I used to call me Dust, but for
Dust,
a
yeah.
different reason. but
It's also for that too. But
see, you just told Doc a lie because he said I stayed away from that stuff, but now they call me Dust because that too. So, see, I knew something like that. I knew something like that was going on. So, here's Psychopathic Romantics with Slow. Always keep it slow.
There was a time we once were mouth to mouth, heart to heart. Then the tide pulled the sea. Nothing left of you and me. Slow, take me down slow. Gently lay me down low. You love to lie and lie to love. Mouth open, knees down. And then the lightning hits the sphere, burning ourselves in the air. Slow, take me down slow. Gently lay me down low. ultimate betrayal. The ultimate betrayal is a lover's betrayal.
Like that one, Mario. That was a good one, buddy. That was a good one. So let me ask you a question that I always like to ask, because a lot of times I know the answer before I even ask it with a band, but I still like to ask it. Has there ever been a point in time, and you've got a long span with your band, um, and again, I think I know the answer, that you just thought to yourself, you know what, I'm done. Just I'm just done with it. I'm just fuck it. I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. It's just a done deal.
Oh, well, yeah. It's it definitely ponders on your, you definitely ponder on about it. But then you're like, well, then what the hell am I going to do? See, here's the thing. The thing is that it's pretty much a way of life. You know what I mean? I mean, even if I'm not playing probably with the same guys, I'll probably be playing with somebody else, or myself, or whoever's around.
Yep.
So it's maybe you end a journey like you would end a relationship, you know. But I don't think I'm gonna go more than 3 months, where I don't play, of just maybe pause it,
Right.
But then, because then you wake up and you say, "The hell am I supposed to do with myself?" I mean,
Well,
you got no project, you got nothing to work on.
but you feel empty too, because dude, listening to through the interview, dude, and going back, you gave up so much for your music. Okay, so much for your music, and two, your band's been together so long, and three, just the way that you talk, just like you said, what am I going to do with myself? Well, it's people can find a lot of things to do with themselves, but you wouldn't, because it's not music, and that's the thing. And you have to be in music, just like you said. May not be with this band, but I might be with another band, or not with this person, but maybe another person. But I'm not going to quit playing. And again, that shows that music is part of you. I mean, I think if it was taken away from you for whatever reason, it'd be like taking a part of your organ out, and
Right.
saying, and then saying, okay, well, you're going to live, say, I'm going to, your feelings of your heart, I'm going to take that out of your heart, but you're going to live, and think about how you're empty you would be. And that's how I think you would feel. I know that's how I would feel if it was taken away from me, whether, like you said, whether I play with somebody or I play by myself. Take it away, and that'd be like, go ahead and cut my arms off, or cut my legs off, because it wouldn't be the same, and I couldn't live life the same, and I feel that coming from you. So I just wanted to say that I do appreciate, dude, I do appreciate your attitude, and the way you think about music and the way you feel about it. And I interview a lot of artists, and they do have feelings about their music, but rarely do I find an artist like yourself that feels the way that, number one, that the doctor does, but the way it should be felt about. And that's the most important thing. I think people lose sight of that a lot. It becomes, I don't even know the word. There's something mentally that happens that they don't think about. Or maybe it's just because we're old school. Fuck, I don't know, dude. I try to figure that out, and it's like, fuck, I can't, can't do it at all. So, drink that. Give me a good drink for that, for the doc. What do you have coming up? Tell the docs about some projects, some maybe new releases, maybe some gigs that you want the listeners to know about, because you guys are a phenomenal band, and I'd like to get that out there. I mean, if got anything coming out new, let us know.
Well, we just released an EP called Some Tracks, and the three songs you heard there, Isolation, Suzanne, and Slow, are part of that EP. and which will have words will be coming out soon, which is the other track on the EP. And so we're in the studio recording the rest of the record, and so which we'd probably probably by the end of the year have released. But we'd like to definitely set up some live shows in between and bring this new material out on the road.
I'd like to hear that you did that too, because it definitely needs to be out there. So when you guys record, how do you release? Is it just digital? Is it disc? Is it vinyl?
Well, this one right here, yes, this EP is just digital right now. The prior album, Bread and Circuses, that one became a vinyl. So we do have some merchandise that we have at our shows, shirts and vinyls and CDs and et cetera, et cetera. We're hoping that this one will make it into a vinyl as well.
Cool.
But it's definitely a long process. In order to do that, there definitely has to be liked and all that.
Right.
And definitely stand the test of time, you know.
Right. No, you don't want to put out the money if nobody likes it. Well, I shouldn't say nobody.
Right.
If it doesn't move, you know what I mean?
As if it doesn't move.
You know, that's the thing. I mean, the more it moves, it's not, well, I'm making more money. It's more people like me. That's right. The thing, or like us, I should say. So that was my question before I backed up to that one, was tell us where we can find your music. I mean, where do we go? If I want to look you up right now and buy a vinyl, which that's all I play is vinyl, or a t-shirt or something like that, where do I go? Where do the listeners go?
All right. I would imagine if you probably use the Facebook page would be the best place for the vinyl and for the t-shirt, the merchandising. Go directly to the band. And then obviously if you want to buy the digital albums, you can go to Amazon and iTunes and all your stores like that. You know, the videos you got on my YouTube, Psychopathic Romantics.
So what would be the email they would use to hit you up?
Well, the email would be psychopathicromantics@gmail.com. I repeat that. It's psychopathicromantics@gmail.com.
There you go. You heard it, guys.
So if you definitely want the merchandise directly from the band, which would be a vinyl and shirts.
Awesome. So you heard it, guys. Doc's going there after we get off done with the interview, so I'll tell you that right now, because I definitely want to pick up some vinyl. So, and Doc wants to thank too Mario with Psychopathic Romantics for joining him today. I hope you guys really listened to things that he was saying, you know, and Doc felt a lot of it in the heart. So Mario, phenomenal job again. Doctor wants to give a big shout out to you and say thank you very much. Doc wants to thank you. Oh, you're welcome, bud. It's been the Doc's honor, it really has. I want to thank MM Radio, Magpie Sally, Dog Bone Studio, Matt Arb, the Doc's Guru Tech, for keeping him on the line. You know, the Doc will be back.
Thank you to MM Radio.
MM Radio, dude. MM Radio and Magpie, fuck you. And in the meantime, guys, be kind to each other and always keep on rocking. Dr. Dawg and Mario out. You guys take it easy.
Peace.
Peace, bud.
Bands, the good, bad, and the ugly with Dr. Dawg. On MMIMM, the show where we get real about the ups and downs of band life.
To infinity and tastiness with MM Radio.